It's looking live. I think it's live. Oh, Twitch is up. YouTube's trying. Thinking. YouTube shows a black screen. Oh, there we go. All right. They're both live. Cool. Let's post out. Let's let everybody know. All right. Well, I'm going to do it. So, I'm going to learn Tailwind. I want to know why everybody loves it so much. I think the whole locality of behavior, locality of concerns, like putting concerns that matter that change together. I think that makes a lot of sense. While keeping certain other things separate. Um, so yeah, I want to give it a shot. I want to see what happens. So let's make a directory here. Okay. Now, so I want to approach this as as like as much like I want you guys to see exactly what I'm going through to learn this. Like I haven't touched Tailwind at all. All I've seen are the memes about farts and about super long class attribute names. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see what happens. Uh, Also, why not? Let's have a little music. Let's do that. Let's go find something in the playlists. Let's try this one. Is my audio on? I don't think it is. No. Okay, now I can hear it. All right. So let's do the old getting started. Why don't we? Okay. So we got a okay. Framework guides. What do we got here? Next Vite. Hmm. Let's do a Vite. Let's do a Vite project. Okay. So npm create let's remove npm create Vite latest lol tailwind template. I want svelte. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and install it. Oh, wow. Okay, that was way faster than I thought it was going to be. Mostly because I was waiting for this to happen. I forgot the V doesn't do that yet. Did it not? Open it. Why didn't it open? Is gotta close all this crap. Yeah. Okay. Now if I say open Tailwind, there we go. I don't know what, there's a bug in the opener thing that I use, that I built. So someday I'll fix that. It just happens, it happens really infrequently. So, let's actually get init this. Okay. Okay. Let's try this now. Get a dot. Now we got it. Okay. Index, HTML. Okay, so now when we run okay, post. Do I just say host? Okay. 5173. I don't think this is gonna work. I think we have to open up that port. Oh, yeah. Nope. Okay. Wait, is it trying to do... It's HTTP, right? Nope. I haven't used V in forever. Press H. Oh, H plus enter. R, restart the server. C to clear console. O. Okay. I can type. There we go. Okay. Cool. So now this link should work. Yeah, okay. We're live. Sweet. Okay. And this is obviously working. Cool. So now that we've got that set up, what we can do So now we need to do the actual install. So according to that, so it's npm create and then install the dev dependency Tailwind post CSS and auto prefixer. Okay, you can't see that behind my head. Okay, so that seems simple enough. Stop that. npm takes so long. Tailwind CSS config file. Git add. Okay. All right. So now, what is this file? So according to this documentation, configure your path templates here. So source JS, JSX, TSX. So I assume I want my index.html and all my svelte files here, I would assume. So let's try that. Let's make content, and then there will be no TSX files. No ESLint configuration found. Okay. Is there like an ESLint init or something? Yeah, there is. Spent so much time waiting for npm. Okay. Okay, so that's done. All right. And then to your CSS, add the @tailwind directive to source index CSS. Okay. We'll do that. No, it's going to be app.css. So at Tailwind base, at Tailwind components and utilities. Like that. Let's see. That I need to run that. Okay, so that did something weird, but it seems to be working overall. Okay. So now, what do we want to do? Okay. So we want to try this out. So we need our app.svelte file. Ooh, I never installed. Okay. Do I have Svelte support in Mason? I do have it. Let's update it. Waiting for installs. Waiting for installs. Uh-oh, C# language server isn't happy. That's not good. We'll have to figure that out later. It's a different thing. I don't care about that right now. It's probably something with .NET 8 or .NET Preview that's broken there. We're still installing ClangD. Oh, somebody's downloading something on the internet here. That's fun. So I'm competing. I got plenty of upload though, so stream's still good. Finally, there we go. Okay. Alrighty, so let's quit that, restart that. App Svelte. Okay. Okay. How do I do this Tailwind thing now? So now if I go back here, on H1 it says text 3XL font bold underline. Okay, so let's do that. Just for fun. Okay, so we say class name or class equals, I'm not reading JSX, text 3XL font bold underline. Okay. I don't think it did anything. What am I doing wrong here? What am I doing wrong? Div main. There's our H1 with all our classes that don't do anything. Oh, Tailwind. Yeah, there's certain things that are here. TW skew, TW, TW. Do we need to... There's no H1 stuff. That's probably something to do with it. There's quite a bit of style here, actually. Let's get rid of all that. Yeah, now it looks like this. But there's still no style applying for some reason. Oh, I didn't even see the spell guide. Okay. I did that. Did that. Svelte JS, just TS. Yep, did that. That's what I did. Are these spaces a problem? I don't see that being a huge issue, but I've seen smaller things be an issue. That was it. Oh. Weird. That's so weird. I can't believe that was an issue. Okay. Okay. So now what? Now what? Now what do I do? Editor setup. Syntax support. Official CSS Tailwind. JetBrains. There's no NeoVim documentation. What is this? No NeoVim documentation. I have to install it myself. What is this? This isn't... It's not right. You can't do this. Okay. Ooh, there it is. Okay. Text red. Ooh, look at this. Okay. Okay. What else we got? Text. So there's a bunch of colors, obviously. It's a lot of colors. It's all svelte stuff. all Lua snip stuff. Interesting. Okay, so now what? Now what do I do with it? Okay, so browser support. Vendor prefixes are added. Upgrading guide I don't need right now. Fundamentals. This looks good. Okay. So traditionally, whenever you need to style something on the web, you write CSS. Using traditional approach, you do this, where you have the chat notification, logo wrapper, content, title, message. Unless you had a component, then you could put that right in the component. But in your style, you have all this junk. P6, Max WSM, MX Auto, BG White. Oh, I should probably flashbang warning. I'm gonna undo this just for a sec. If I can see my plugins properly. Cool. Yeah. It's dark moded by default. So we don't have to worry about anything like that. Flexbox, padding, flex, shrink, P6, max width margin, max WSM, MX auto to constrain the card width and center it horizontally. Wait, I can actually center a div? Max WSM. Okay. Interesting. So what is small? Max with SM. What's small? It's just an arbitrary, like, SM is the base small. Width 12, height 12 to size the logo image. Space between utilities. Space X4 to handle space between the logo and the text. This is text XL, text black, font medium, etc. to style the card text. This approach allows us to implement a completely custom component design without writing a single line of custom CSS. Now I know what you're thinking, it's an atrocity, what a horrible mess. You're right, this is kind of ugly. In fact, it's just about impossible to think this is a good idea the first time you see it. You have to actually try it. But once you've actually built something this way, you'll quickly notice something really important. You aren't wasting energy inventing class names. No more adding silly class names like sidebar inner wrapper just to be able to style something, and no more agonizing over perfect abstract name for something that's really just a flex container. Your CSS stops growing. Unlike a traditional approach, your CSS files get bigger every time you add a new feature. With utilities, everything is reusable, so you rarely need to write new CSS. Making changes feels safer. CSS is global, and you never know what you're going to break when you make a change. Classes in your HTML are local, so you can change them without worrying about something else breaking. Okay. I think I see the appeal now. I didn't before, but I think I see it now. I think I may really like this. once I actually learn it. Oh, I didn't want to like this. I didn't want to like Tailwind. I didn't want to like it, but I think I might. Uh. I have been such a big proponent of like just use the platform as is. Like that's one of the reasons I really like HTMX is because a lot of the things you just you get to use the platform as it was intended, and I see the advantage to this. The CSS files get out of hand quick, even with small projects. Like your files get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's why scope CSS is a thing, and why you have the style components in Vue and Svelte, and why you have styled components and all that fun stuff. Uh, it's gonna make the markup a lot more verbose, but that's maybe not such a bad thing. I think I might end up liking it. Well, okay. Let's give this a shot. Why not just use inline styles? Common approach. Isn't this just inline styles? In some ways it is. You're applying styles directly to elements instead of assigning them to a class name and then styling that class. Using utility classes has a few important advantages over inline styles. Assigning with constraints. Every value is a magic number. With utilities, you're choosing styles from a defined design system. Responsive design. You can't have media queries and inline styles, but you can use Tailwind's responsive utilities. That's pretty nice. Hover, focus, and states. Yep. PY8, PX8, Max WSM, MX Auto, BG White, PX, PY, PX. See, I gotta learn these names. They're abbreviated. What does that stand for? Is that paragraph Y, paragraph X? What is that? Pixels? Y, pixel X? I don't know what that means. Max WSM, MX Auto, BG White. Extracting components and partials, using editor and language features like multi-cursor editing with simple loops. Okay. Hover BG. Okay, so you just say, okay, well that's stupid simple. So I could come in here and just say hover text sky 700, and then back in the app when I hover over it. Yep. Hey, I didn't even read. Wow, I ate that subliminal message hard. Focus, hover, first child required, before, after placeholder, selection, prefers reduce motion. Big fuchsia 600. Oh, and you can stack them. Cool. That's fancy. Yeah, That makes that really easy. Yeah. I like this. I really like this. I might add this to the app I'm working on. Maybe not. Maybe not yet. Maybe I think I should probably do a little more playing around with this before I get too far down that rabbit hole. What is this? What? Whoa, whoa. Nested groups. What is this? Styling based on parent state group modifier. You need to style an element based on state of some parent element. Mark the parent with group class. And then use group dash star modifiers like group hover to style the element. Ooh. Class group hover. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's really cool. Hmm. Okay. Cool. Yeah. What if you want custom colors, though? What if you want custom colors? Tailwind config colors. Configure your color palette here. It even provides like a standardized way to name your colors. Oh, hey, sorry for bothering you. Want to offer you promotion? Yeah, no. Let's no thanks. Band. Do. How do I delete the? How do I delete the message? There's got to be a way. Hmm. I don't know how to ban it. Or I know I already banned them, but I don't know how to delete the chat. So, oh well. Anyway, let's carry on, shall we? Okay, so you define your custom colors here. That's neat. That's pretty neat. And then you can just use them. BG text. Okay. Color object syntax. Oh, so you can get your 200, 100, 200, 300, 400, etc. Cool. Oh, you can even... Okay, that's convenient. It's like a whole... There's like a Tailwind compiler here that like generates all this junk. It's crazy. Primary, secondary. Channels if you want them to work with the opacity modifiers. Okay, and then you just say RGB. Don't include the color space function. And then you just say RGB var alpha values. Sweet. Okay, this is really, really cool. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. You can do custom spacing. You do rems and ems. Cool. I don't think I'll ever need to adjust that. Plugins. Forms? Forms plugin added opinionated form reset layer that makes it easier to style form elements with utility classes. You can actually customize padding on a select element. Rounded full. Oh wow. Container queries. At LG. Text sky 40. It changes. Interesting. Based on the container size. This is really cool, actually. Okay, I see a value. I still see a value with using native CSS places, but there's a lot of nice things actually about this. I really was like under the opinion. I was like, why would anyone use Tailwind? And then, I mean, this makes a lot of sense. Like, you don't have to write your CSS files don't get out of hand. You're using one thing. You don't need a bunch of custom styles everywhere. This makes a lot of sense. I did not expect to be this excited about it, honestly. Like I said, I'm really considering putting this into the app I'm building. This, especially like that form input stuff, like that's stuff I'm dealing with right now. Like those resets are stuff that I think I could use immediately to make things look a lot nicer. So yeah, there's a lot here. Presets, creating your own reusable config presets. Okay, that makes sense. Base styles, an opinionated set of base styles for Tailwind projects. Pre-flight set of base styles for Tailwind projects. Is this the paid stuff? Is this the stuff you have to pay for? headings are displayed. Here this does a lot of stuff. Is this just enabled by default? Base styles built on top of modern normalized. Pre-fight is a set of base styles for Tailwind projects. Automatically injects these styles when you include Tailwind base. Okay, so that's what started to mess with the V page, was those resets. That makes sense. So, okay. Aspect ratio. What? What is this? Aspect video. Hover aspect square. Conditionally apply. So here's what I want to know. What do we got here? Columns, break after, break inside, box sizing, floats, clear. Where's the animation stuff? Where's all the animation stuff? Spacing, sizing, typography. There's all sorts of stuff here. Box shadow, background blend, filter, blur. Yeah, this is all cool. Tables, transition property. Transition all. Okay, so let's try that out. I wanna see if I add transition all to this. What does it do? Oh, that's just a nice transition animation. It adds like a shadow, a little bit of a, I think a little bit of a shadow, and then just nicely fades in and out. Okay. It's just so much you don't have to think about. Then you can configure prefers reduced motion. Transition all. MD. You can use variant modifiers to target media queries. Interesting. Oh, this makes animation so much easier. Why does this have to be good? Why? I wanted it to suck. Oh, I shouldn't say that, but I there was a part of me that really wanted this to not be fun to use. And it turns out looking like it's actually really nice. Crazy. Animate spin. Been there, done that. Yep, to make exactly that. It wasn't an SVG. You can do it with a div, actually. And some really heavy border radius and border bottom, bold or whatever. You can do this. without an SVG, but animate ping. Oh, what does that do to text? If I just add that to text, what does that do? That messes with that a lot. That doesn't work at all. Yeah, that works. That's better now. It's funny. Oh, I wanna, yeah. Animate pulse to make an element gently fade in and out for skeleton loaders. Yeah, I've wondered how to do that. That makes sense. These skeleton loaders are crazy amount of work to do. Hover, animate, spin. Okay. Spin slow. You can define your animations under the extension. Define your keyframes. So Tailwind go. CLI super basic, just meant for quick testing. So Svelte Kit, Remix, Meteor, Crete, Racked Up, Astro. Dark mode. Tailwind and knit. It adds stuff here. Run the CLI tool to scan your template files. So you tell it where your template files are. Input output CSS. Watch. Scan your template files for classes and build your CSS. There is some complexity added here. Because then, so if I add it, say I add it to my Go app that I'm building, I need a way to, so right now I could just do wgo and then it reloads and spits out the HTML and CSS based on the templates I give it. Or what if I'm using, can you use Go Temple and Tailwind? Need some way for Tailwind to start. HTMX Temple and Tailwind. Tailwind config. Content temples. Package lock. Bow install temple mockery commands. Assets generate. This is like a, it's like a make file. What is this? Yep. Why can't I just use make? I feel like you should. I feel like make is a standard, and you should just use that. I mean, every Linux system and Unix system is gonna have make, so why not have? Why not have make then? I don't know. It's just a little weird to me, you know. Okay. Well, we didn't build a whole lot here, but I got to play with it a little bit. I like what I see here. I think next steps, I might look at putting it in. I might create a branch for putting it in my app, and we'll see. We'll see how much it can simplify in Codex, or I'm gonna probably name it something else here soon. So Codex is just the code name. So I think the next step will be integrating this into that app. I think I want to do some thinking on it first. I want to make a good decision. I don't want to introduce unnecessary dependencies. So I've really got to think about that some and decide what I want to do. So that'll be good. But I really like this. I like how it makes things feel. I need to learn it. I need to struggle with it a little bit and learn how to use it. But based on what I'm seeing, I think I like it. So, all right, this is my first look at Tailwind. So, yeah, I will bid everyone a good night. I'm gonna sign off. So, have a good one.